All right, more construction here. I'm documenting a problem on the job for Shelly Town, who lives on Branch Hollow Place. That's 3800 Branch Hollow Place is the address. We're doing this 2-story roof, and we've got a major problem here with the plywood. The decking does not go all the way to the end of the fascia. There is about a 2-inch gap, some places 3 inches, where there's just a whole gap, and the drip edge is not even nailed to the plywood. The drip edge is nailed to the fascia. So I'm gonna get up on these ladders, but I'm gonna show you where that gap is on all these sides. Here, and both sides of the 2-story and the 1-story, pretty much the entire roof. I'm about to get on these ladders to show you. And you see we got our tarps on each side of the house because, you know, we can't get the truck back here, so we have to tarp all this and bring all the shingles by tarp and pull them. This whole side here, let me get a shot while the sun's in the way. That whole side, what we're doing is redecking the entire perimeter of the roof, and let me show you exactly what we're doing. There's a piece of plywood that we just took off. My guy's up here now, pulling the plywood off on ropes and harnesses, by the way. I'm right here. New plywood, 2 feet wide all the way around the perimeter. I've already taken the photos of this side, and I took a previous video showing the gap, but the gap was about 2 inches away from the fascia, and the drip edge was not fastened to the fascia, the drip edge was not fastened to the plywood. It had to be nailed to the fascia. So the roofers previously did it wrong. I don't know why they didn't bring the plywood all the way to the end, but I'm about to show you. Here we go. This whole roof right here. There you go. This is a 3-finger gap. The one on the other side over there that I was just at was a 4-finger gap. So that was a 3-inch gap over there. This is about a 2-inch gap. And you see the drip edge is nailed to the fascia. That's the fascia. Drip edge is nailed to the fascia. So we got to rip this drip edge off, and we can't put the drip edge back on the fascia. That's improper building procedures. We have to have this plywood all the way to the end. So therefore, we're pulling up some 2 feet, cutting out the plywood and redoing the plywood on the entire perimeter. You see that gap all the way down. Let's go down here. I'm gonna bring my ladder to show the other side. Bear with me. I'm trying to be as quick as possible for this video, but it's on all sides. Here at the front. Let's try this side. See that gap all the way down. The plywood does not go to the end of the roof, which causes a problem. This is a building code problem. We cannot put the roof back on without plywood being all the way to the edge of the fascia. So you see the nails that were into the fascia, or into the drip edge is nailed into the fascia. Let me go around to this side. So it's also the same up there, which I already took photos of. I'm not gonna get on the 2-story ladder because it's dangerous doing a video on a 2-story ladder. It's also on this side up here, all the way around. Right here, up here, the guys are changing the plywood. And here's my crew here doing this side. So I'm about to go to the store and get like at least 20 pieces of plywood, so all this can be changed. So let me show you the nail holes where the drip edge was nailed into the fascia, because the gap over here was the plywood came over here. The plywood stopped over here. So this whole thing was a gap. Let me find another Drip edge nail hole, boom. Oh, I'm trying to get out of the way of the light. The drip edge was nailed right there. Drip edge nailed right there on that trim. That's where it was, and that's where we took it off. And we can no longer put the drip edge back on until we redeck this situation. And that's it. More construction here. The use of ropes and harnesses on this entire job. The roof is very steep, and you see our synthetic Moore felt that we've been using. And that's it. Signing off.